How could you make $10,000 every single month while being a full-time student? Most people, whenever they're working full-time jobs or they're studying in college or university or even school full-time, most of these people thinks it's absolutely impossible to start and scale your own business while you have other commitments. Well, I'm here today to show you exactly how you can do it. And the reason why I'm qualified to do this, whenever I started my own business, I was also working in a store. I was stacking shelves at the weekend while I was also in college full time. This did not hold me back from being able to start the business and scale it past those 10K, 20K months every single month. This all really just boils down to one thing, and it's to do with time management. If you're able to successfully manage your time every single day, you're going to be able to absolutely make it work. So take the full 24 hours that you have in a day. Most students sleep between, well, if you're a student, you're probably sleeping maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, whatever. It's usually on the lower side of things. The average person is going to be sleeping between 6 and 8 hours every single day. If you then take university on the other side of things, so some days you might have half days, but then some days you might be in, the full 8 hours. Say then just add on another 8 hours. You're already down to 16 hours every single day, completely wiped off. There's nothing you can do within those. This is already 16 hours shaved off your day. You're studying full-time, you're doing whatever your full-time commitment, whether it's you're in college, you're working at your job, you're also sleeping those 8 hours. So you now have 16 hours that you've put off to the side. You now have 8 hours every single day, and it's really up to you with whatever you do with those. So of course you need to factor in other things like getting up in the morning, eating, preparing meals and everything. I can guarantee that if you pull up Google Calendar, you map out your entire day and you literally map it down by the hours. So this is when I get up, this is when I go to university, this is when I come home, this is when I go to the gym, this is when I play football, this is when I train. I can guarantee you there is at least 2 to 3 hours every single day that you're completely wasting by doing things like watching Netflix or scrolling on Instagram Reels or scrolling on TikTok, just doing things that isn't going to benefit the future you. If you're able to successfully do this and master this, you'll have no issues with what I'm going to show you today in this video. So we're now going to head straight over to the computer, and as you can see, I have this software pulled up in front of me on my computer. It's a software platform called High Level. If you've never heard of High Level before, I do have a completely free step-by-step course that you can go ahead and check out down below. And you also get access to a completely free extended 30-day trial to the High Level platform itself. Usually with High Level, you only get a 14-day trial, but whenever you use my link to get signed up, you get access to the full 30 days, but you also get a bunch more resources. You get access to all of my courses, all of my imports, all of my templates, all of my sales scripts. We do weekly coaching calls, and you'll also get access to me one-to-one directly at any time. So as you can see, we're over on High Level, and this might look a little bit different. You've probably never seen this before because this right here is my software. High Level is actually one of those platforms where they allow you to put your own logo on the software, and you can go out and sell the software to businesses for whatever price you want. So this right here isn't the High Level logo. This right here is my own logo for my own software business. But when it comes to selling websites to local businesses, there are so many different features inside of High Level. You got a CRM inside of here, you got email marketing, you got SMS marketing, you got calendars, reputation management, and so much more. But the main thing that we're going to do is we're going to head over to sites over on the left hand side, because if that's the thing, that's the business we're running right here. We're running a website design business that we're going to be selling websites to businesses. They're going to pay us for these websites. We're also going to charge them every month for a monthly hosting cost. And we're also going to be keeping our profit margins way above 90 to 95%. If you compare this to any other business model out there like SMMA, your average profit margins are going to be between 50 and 70%, drop shipping around 20 to 40%. If you've been looking at a bunch of different business models, then you definitely want to stick it out to the end of this video so you can fully understand how it works, how you can get it up and running for yourself, and how you can make a lot of money with it. So once we're over in sites, we can then click on websites, new website up in the top right hand side corner. We're going to click on from templates and click on continue. So that's the good thing about High Level, is there are thousands and thousands of pre-made, ready to go website templates that you can literally just go out there, implement, edit up change them up for businesses, and get up and running in less than 60 minutes. There are so many different website templates in here that they've actually went ahead on the left hand side. There's multiple different categories, so it depends on the niche that you're working within. It depends on the industry. Say for example you wanted to build websites for marketing agencies, or you wanted to build websites for restaurant and bars, real estate companies, hotels, gyms. It doesn't really matter. Whenever you're first getting started, there's so many different ways that you can reach out to businesses. There's traditional cold calling, we got cold email, you got Instagram DMs, you got Facebook messages. You're able to walk in door to door to businesses. It really depends on your own situation, what you're able to do. So I understand if you're working full-time or if you're studying full-time, you're probably not going to be able to walk into too many businesses. You mightn't even be able to cold call, because by the time you get home in the evenings, it might be 7 or 8 p.m. and most businesses are already closed at that time. Of course, then you can go and cold call people in different countries over in different time zones, but I can make another video on that. So if you do want that, leave a comment down below. Each outreach method has its pros and they have its cons. So the good thing about walking into businesses or cold calling businesses is the person will know if you know what you're talking about. They'll hear the confidence within your voice. And even if you're calling local businesses, people also like to hear a local accent. You just can't really convey that over sending cold emails or sending Facebook messages or Instagram DMs or whatever. So pick your preferred outreach method, and like I said earlier on in this video, within my completely free step-by-step course down below, I have so many different sales scripts and outreach scripts that you can apply for if you're doing cold email or cold calls or walking in or doing DMs. It doesn't really matter. So I definitely recommend you go down and you check out those scripts right there. So say for example, if we wanted to scroll down and we wanted to work with a real estate agent, right? Okay, so we can click on real estate agents, this website template. We can click on the button. The website preview will then load in, so we can just get a look at how it looks. So, you know, depending on the client, whatever look that they're going for, we will know if, you know, everything is all placed here in the right place. We can just check if it's the correct vibe in terms of a website that the client actually wants. If it's good to go, we can just click on continue, or if it's not good to go, you can click on back and check out any of the other templates. Because there's so many templates, there will be a specific template that will stand out to you whenever you see it. You just got to go out there, you got to just look through them, and you will know the one you want to go with. We're now inside of the actual website editor, and to be perfectly honest with you, this is by far the most simple editor I've ever used. I've used everything else. I've used Wix, I've used WordPress, I've used Shopify, I've used Webflow. There's so many different platforms out there, but High Level's website platform for some reason just seems to be the most simple to use. It's the most easiest to use, very fast, it's very quick, and literally anyone can design a website with this because it's drag and drop. So say for example, up on this logo here, if we wanted to swap out that logo with our client's logo or with our potential client's logo, we can click on it. We can come down on the right hand side and scroll down to brand logo. We can then select our logo, and as you can see, that is the growth rate. That's my software business's logo. We can then scroll down and we can change everything else. We can drag things and we can delete things. We can remove text. Literally everything is completely customizable. That's the good thing with this being a drag and drop website editor. There's absolutely zero coding experience required, and you can pick up this extremely simple. Whenever you've done one or two of these for a client, just becomes second nature, and you will be able to do this in your sleep. Once we're then good to go, the website's looking all good, we can just click on save. If we also want to send this off to our client just to get a look at before we make the website go live on the internet, we can click on this little eyeball icon right here. It's going to take us to what's called a preview link. We can then copy the link up at the top. We can send that to the client or to the potential client, or if you're doing a live demo with a prospect, you can just pull up this link so you can show them exactly how it looks whenever it's good to go live. Once we're then good for this website to go live on the internet, we're then going to need to either purchase a domain. So you can either purchase the domain for your client, or your client can purchase their own domain. I usually recommend you get your client to purchase their domain just so they can own it. So if for whatever reason in 5 years from now or 10 years from now you guys decide to stop working with each other, instead then of you needing to go out there and transfer that domain over to their domain registrar, if they own the domain right off the bat, it's very simple to just keep everything all in the one place. It just keeps everything a lot more simple. I usually recommend GoDaddy.com because it's just the most simple one you can use. Of course, there's other ones out there like Squarespace or Wix. It doesn't really matter. I just like GoDaddy because it's the most simple one that you can just add DNS records in so that you can get the website live. If you've never heard of DNS before, it just means domain name system. It's not that important. You don't need to be an expert on this at all. It's very, very simple. So if we head over to GoDaddy, we type the domain we want. So I've just typed out this is an example business.com just to show you exactly how it looks. So say for example, if you were working with Tesla, you would be purchasing tesla.com. Of course, that's not available because tesla.com is already a domain. You get the point. Get the actual business name itself, get a .com, get a .info domain, whatever's available, because this right here is going to be exactly how the people can get to your client's website. So if, for example, someone went over to thisisAnexamplebusiness.com, whenever we get this connected up, whenever someone searches that over on Google or whatever search engine they use, it's going to take them to the website. That's actually 1 cent for the first year if you commit to a 3-year term. So you'll then need to purchase it 3 years in advance. So it's going to be like 30 or 40 euros or something like that. But don't worry, domains are extremely cheap anyway. We can click on make it yours, and if we change it from 3 years to 1 year, it's only going to be around 12 euros every single year. That's not a monthly cost, by the way. That's every single year. They just need to make sure it renews every single year after that. So for the purposes of this video, I've actually went ahead and purchased the domain launchmyaisoftware.com. If you want to go ahead and look that up, feel free, just go to launchmyaisoftware.com. But how this actually works, we're going to head over to our high level account. We're then going to click on settings and domains. We're going to connect a domain, and then all we need to do is type out that domain. So it's going to be launchmyaisoftware.com. We're going to click on continue. We then want to select, I also want to add www.launchmyaisoftware.com. We click on continue. It's then going to take us over to GoDaddy. It's going to ask us to connect it up. We're going to click connect, and it's then going to automatically add all the DNS records in for you. You then click on close and you're good to go. So I'm over in GoDaddy right now. As you can see, I have this A record that says 162.159.140.166. I also have this C name www record that says sites.ludicrous.cloud. That is high levels 2 DNS records in there. So we need these to be added in, and like I said, it's going to be added in directly automatically for you. This then allows the domain launchmyaisoftware.com to be pointed to the actual website itself. You're then going to be over in high level. It's going to ask you which default page you want to use. I'm just going to click on the real estate sellers /home because that is the website template that we chose. We can then click on save, and the domain will be linked to the website, and it's going to be live on the internet. Selling websites to businesses using high level is one of the so many different features and things that you can offer to businesses. High level is so many different things that you can do. Just this video right here, I focus specifically on website design. You can go out there to the marketplace. You can go out there to your local businesses. You can go out there and sell these websites to businesses for $300 or $500 or $1,000 or $5,000. Really just depends how big of a project the website is going to be. So usually on average, your clients are going to be paying you between 300 and 500 euros or dollars every single month consistently for the software. So I hope by now, at the point of this video, you really understand how much of a gold mine you're sitting on right now by simply just utilizing high level and starting your very own business. In the grand scheme of things, high level is one of the most smallest companies out there, and they're only going to grow, meaning that if you use high level and you're selling these websites to businesses and you're getting these customers paying you every single month, while you're growing, high level is also growing alongside you. So if you're looking for something to do while you're bored in the evenings, or you're looking for something to maybe take on full time, then I definitely do recommend you go ahead and check out that completely free step-by-step course that I mentioned earlier on in today's video. This is the exact free course that all of these students that I'm going to show right here on the screen have went through, and they've gotten their first few clients on board. Some of them have scaled past 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, even $30,000 every single month, simply by just using and utilizing high level as part of their business. You also get access to a completely free extended 30-day trial to high level. Like I mentioned, you get a full month, a full 30 days to try it out, compared to the usual 14-day trial that you would get if you went directly to their website. I'm also going to leave that extended 30-day trial link down below as well in the description. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. My name is Jason McElchar, and we'll see you in the next video.